All right, good morning. Good morning, please. Button up. We're in the lab. You're welcome to our today's class. Please clear your slab from any bag. Nothing. It's only your writing materials that should be on your work area. Please clear your bag. Go and keep them there. You're welcome to our today's class. We are still on the course BDP 231 Basic Dispensing Practical 1. So we are still working on powders. In your last class, last practical that was last week, right? We did last 2 weeks we did bulk powder. Remember I told you that under powders we have divided for practical purpose. We have divided and what? Bulk powders. And under bulk powders we have bulk powder for internal use and bulk powder for what? External use. So most of the divided powders, in fact, the divided powders are more of internal because of the potent nature of what it contains. That's why dose is very important. The dose is very important when it comes to what? Internal divided what? Powder. That's why they are wrapped in individual doses. Is that clear? Now, but for bulk powder, the one we did last time in your last practical was bulk powder for external use. That was dusting powder, if you can remember. So we did one practical there. So today we are going to do a practical. Yeah, we have two practicals to do today. We will do the bulk powder for internal use. Bulk powder for internal use. Then we'll now do divided powder. So for those that have the manual, if you open it, you see exercise. You will see exercise practical 1, bulk powder for internal use. That's a compound magnesium carbonate powder, BP 1988. So that's what we are going to do today. Then after that, the next one we are going to do is SS practical 5, aspirin powder, aspirin divided powder, 600 milligrams. We will prepare 5 powders. So powder is no longer a new thing to you. So I'm just going straight to the practical. Let me just introduce the practical, then we'll take it off from there. Are we together? All right, so if you look at the formula, for the benefit of those that, what's that? Sorry, that's page 7. Page 7. Is it 8? Okay, 7 in my own, 8 in your own. Okay. Is that clear? Page 8. In the one you have, for those that have it. If I were you, I'll just come closer. Please try and get your money. I don't know what you're delaying. The more you wait, the more. I don't know. Let me not talk much on that. Let me go to what I have. All right. So what we do is this. I'm going to write the formula for the. Have I taught you? I think I've taught you enlargement of formula, right? And the reduction of formula. So I will write out the formula now. So I'll use this one to test you. Let me know if you truly understood what we did in that class. Because from, huh? So why we are not around? Why we are not around? So who did you inform me that you are traveling? So because of that, there's no justification to take us back. Sorry. Yes. If you don't learn it now, okay? If there's something that will take you away from class, cause it demands that you do what? Speak to your lecturer. Is that clear? So that if there's anything he can do, he will know. But if you just on your own and disappear, so be it. You can't take us back. So we keep moving. So if you're not around, ask your class members, or maybe while we are doing it, if luckily I do a correction, you can learn from it. You can't keep going. Tomorrow another person will come and say, sir, someone that just went to where he likes without even calling attention of your teachers. You can't keep going to and fro like that. Things are not done that way, okay? All right. So let's continue. So this is the formula for. Have you seen that I was saying? These markers are not. Okay, thank God. This is the formula for compound magnesium carbonate powder. BP 1988. This is the formula for compound magnesium carbonate powder BP 1988. So the ingredients are as follows: calcium carbonate, (400 grams), heavy magnesium carbonate, 400 grams, sodium bicarbonate, 300 grams, light kaolin. So this is gram, 1 milligram, 100 grams. Then we are told to send 30 grams. Then the label its direction, dosage. The dosage is what? 2 teaspoons to be taken in water 3 times after meal. So look at this formula on the board. So remember I told you that when it comes to compounding, when we say formula, we're not talking about your mathematics formula. We are talking about, please, button up, please. We are talking about mathematics. Sorry, we're not talking about mathematics formula. We are talking about a list of ingredients and their what of your a particular product. Ingredient and their what quantity. Okay, without wasting time, look at the formula on the board of the ingredients, and we are told to send 30 grams. This formula now given in the official book is what is called. This is an official preparation. This thing you see here now is an official by right. I'm not supposed to be listing this ingredient for you. You should have in your what? BPC or BP, your official what books, like your BP. This one is BP. So once I say compound magnesium carbonate powder BP 1988, you open your BP or the BP provided by school and look at it, trace it, and what? Look at the formula for this particular what compound and copy it out there, and look at the preparation, the method of what preparation, and every other information about this preparation. That's what you need. But because of this now, because of the purpose of this, I just listed it out to make it what easier for you. What I'm saying is that there's a place you will go tomorrow. You don't know where you see yourself tomorrow. You once it's an official preparation, you don't see all this is. You may become confused. Just know that you should, once it is you see BP or BPC attached to it, all you need to do is just to look for that particular what? Official book, open it and look for that compound and see the formula and how to do what? Prepare it and do your thing. Is that clear? You should please understand. So, another thing that is just there. And another important thing I need to let you know is that in your label, for official preparations, in your label, you don't list all these things. In your label, like look at this one now. This doesn't matter we prepared last time is official. BPC. You're not supposed to list it. But I personally ask you to list. Yes. By right, you're not supposed to list. Once it is official, you don't list them. You don't do that. Okay? Just know all these things. Okay? Good. Now, can someone look at this formula? Can someone tell me what you think? We are sending 30 grams. This formula is called master formula. It's called what? Master formula. Now, tell me now, the formula you are going to, from this formula now, because we are not sending, if you want to know the total amount, the weight of what you are preparing for this one now, what are you going to do? You add them, right? Good. Now, if you add them, it will give you a particular amount. If the amount is not the same thing with what you are sending, that means you need to work on the formula. Either you enlarge it or you do what? Reduce it. But let's assume that you add everything here and it's 30 grams. No need. Just go straight and work with this formula. But since what you are sending is 30 grams, what is the amount of this product? What is the amount? 1,000 what? 1,200 grams. So what do we do to this formula? We will do what? Reduce it. We do what? Reduce it. So if we reduce it, we'll be able to get to what? 30 grams. But remember that if you reduce all these things, so now I said that we need to do what? From what you said now, we are going to do what? Reduce the formula. But remember, I don't know if I've said this in this class, that if you calculate everything, that will give you 30 grams, and you titrate it, do everything, and want to package it, you can never get 30 grams again. Are you aware? Yes, you're aware of that. So what do? We add what? Overage, right? We add what? I've taught you how to add overage now. You add it in your factor, right? Is why I prefer you using factor is because their method. You can simply say if this is in this, how many will be in this? But sometimes if you use factor method, it will give you opportunity to add overage in that factor. So you can everything will be what? Proportional. Remember I told you don't add overage anyhow. If you start adding 1 gram here, you make mistake. So it must be what? Proportional. So the best place to add it is in your what? Factor. But as you're adding, don't add too much so that you will not waste what? Ingredient. Is that clear? So these are the things we discussed in the last class. So I don't know. On your own, work on this one and let me know what it will be. Work on the first one without overage. Then the second one with overage. That means you are going to generate 2 extra formula right here. First one with what? Without overage. Just the exact amount. Then the second one with what? Overage. Do that in a few minutes. I'll be back. Okay, so what did you get? How many hours? It's simple now. Who is true? You are true. Okay. What did you get? Please, please do. Hello. Please, quiet, please. Silence, huh?
The actual factor 30 grams, by the overage factor 60 grams.
That is not factor amount. Say the amounts.
Amount.
It's not. So what factor did you use?
0.025.
0.025 for the actual amount.
Yes.
Then
The overage.
you now use what for the average?
0.05.
0.05. That means you are doing almost double.
Yes.
It's not too much.
No.
You are doing almost double. That means you are doing double. Why not guess? You have 0.2, 0.025. Before you get to 0.04, 0.05, you have 0.03. You have 0.0. No. Yes. We have 0.01. We have 0.02. You have 0.03. You have 0.3. You jump to 0.05. It's double.
Yes.
You want to waste our ingredient?
No, it will not waste.
It will. Because when you are done now, you will not be able to. The one that will remain may not be able to produce a product. And you cannot combine your product with another group's product because it's different batches. You know how this batch system works? Let me explain something. Listen. Give me mortar and pestle. Let me explain to you how this batch system works. And why you should not combine, because you are 7 groups here now. So each of you is a batch. Anything you produce is a batch. So I cannot use the remnant of my own and join in your own. It's like a manufacturing outlet now. The first batch produced today is your batch. Then the one that remains, maybe if you now do excess overage, some will remain in your own. You keep it and wait for tomorrow's production. You start add it. If you try it, it's a mistake. It's a blunder. Do you know why? There are 2 different batches. That's why they have batch number in every production. This your group number is like your batch. There's no drug you get without seeing. There's no medicine you bring. After the expiry date, you see the batch number. See what batch looks like. This now you are a group now. Let's assume you're a group. This one, all these ingredients you weigh. That one you go and weigh and put here in one mortar and mix and titrate and package is a batch. You should have a batch number, which is your number, be a group number. The one produced by other people are different batches. So bringing out to manufacturing outlet, bigger place. They weigh in kilograms. Everything they mix to one mixing is a batch. So for that one mixing, they can produce like up to 1,000 tablets or bottles. All those bottles from that particular mixture will have the same batch number. The reason is this: sometimes there may be an error in that batch. Maybe the one human being that is not serious, that was not serious when he was in school, doesn't even know which one is kilogram, and you go and do nonsense, or even use another ingredient. There are something that happened sometime in the past. So some years ago, they were producing paracetamol, either elixir or something, and the person, instead of using polyethylene glycol, it used ethylene. Propylene glycol. He used ethylene, propylene glycol. Listen carefully. Instead of using propylene glycol, he used ethylene glycol. Before they knew what was going on, a lot of people were down. How were they able to trace it? Through batch number. Where that human being made that mistake. These human being people may be those that are doing their school. They didn't take practical serious. They were just jumping up and down. Maybe they meet one human being that just passed them. That's why here, right nonsense, you'll be seeing it 1, 2. I don't look at your face. 2, 3, so that tomorrow you buckle yourself and organize yourself well. Because I know that tomorrow you are going to be somewhere producing drugs people will take. It's not about sentiment. It's about knowing what you are doing, taking it seriously. Because if this human being knew what he was doing, he or she was doing, why would you use ethylene glycol instead of propylene glycol? Just because they sounded alike. That means the person doesn't even know anything. But they have certificate. A lot of people died, children. That's if you make a mistake as a pharmacy professional, pharmacist or pharm tech, thousands may die. Before they now started recalling it, it was through batch number. So if that's a human being, maybe he did excess overage, and I say, hey, company will think that I am wasting their product too, and now he did. I'm begging his colleague, guy, Alpha, I don't want them to sack me. Please, can you add this one in your own? That means that new batch will keep killing people too. I mean, I see why you don't mix your own with another person. So that's why if you do excess overage and get ×2 of what you should produce, because if this you are doing, that 0.5 is like ×2 of what you want to produce. That means other ones will be waste. Because I won't allow you to, even though yes, we are not using it. But I won't allow you, so you know that is wrong. I won't allow you to go and join with another person's own. Your own is a separate what? Batch. So it was through that thing that they recall the product back. So they announced any product that have this batch, any of this product that has this batch number, please, if it's in your pharmacy, if you are in the market selling, if you are in the hospital, please let us know. We want to come and do what? Collect all of them back. NAFDAC will announce their own. This product with this batch number, if you have it in your shelf, please, don't sell it again. Please, if you want to go and buy drug, and you have this particular product that have this, but don't buy it again. Some may even boycott that company entirely. But the right thing is to do what? Record that batch. That's the importance of batch number. So I think see why I said that this year overage of ×2 is too much. It will be a waste. I won't allow it to, because if I allow it and keep quiet, you think that is how it should be done. Tomorrow you see yourself in one company. We are the manufacturer. You go and be doing after. You start joining. You don't join batch to another batch, okay? So that is the information I want to pass across. So 0.025 is actual medicine now reduction factor. You can do 0.3, at least to be on the safer side. True of us, not too small, not too. Even 0.03 itself, we produce something extra, because those that did that last week, he gave them extra. The one that left, we are much. You can do 0. What? We are talking about what? 0. Remember your decimal. That's why you are doing farm calc now. From 0. No, you cannot do 0.1. No. 0.1 is less than 0.025. See it now. You cannot do 0.2. 0.2 is less than 0.025. Because 0.02 plus 0.005 is 0.025. So the only way where you can start from is what? 0.3. And if you start saying 0.026, it will start giving you unnecessary decimals. So let's work with 0.3. Okay? You've seen what I did now. So let's work with 0.3. Don't work 0.03. Don't work with 0.05. It's double. So you can work with No. 0.01, are you enlarging? What are you doing? 0.01 is less than 0.025. Use 0. If you close the eyes down and approximate this, it will give you what? Not 0.3. Someone said 0.3. 0.3 is times 10 of 0.03. What are 0.3 times 10? Wahala. Is 0.03. It's okay. It's manageable. At least that is the best we can do. We cannot do any otherwise. So use 0.03 down to do it, and let's see what we have. So 0 what? So remember that in that average formula, listen carefully. You remember that in that average formula that you are going to use, you weigh out. You weigh out using that, all those things, everything you are going to weigh is the quantity in the average formula. When you are done now, after preparing now, you will now weigh 30 grams from it. Because by the time you finish preparing, you cannot get that total, that average total again. From there, you weigh, it may remain small. We can discard it. Is that clear? Yes. Then, if it's too much, that group can package it again as but it belongs to that same group and keep. Is that clear? But it cannot be up to 30 grams again. It can go. It may be around 10 grams. Is that clear? And you cannot combine it with another group. It's wrong. Hey, it's error. Very big error. Serious one. Though. Are we good? So what did we get? Good. Confirm. That's what it should be. Calcium carbonate is what? 12 grams. Heavy magnesium carbonate is what? Sodium bicarbonate is what? Like iron is what? Confirm. That's what it should be. So, now when you are done with that, so look at the method, look at how to. Is there any problem? What's your issue?
From here, sir. You said that we should use 0.03 from here.
Yes.
Then what do we add to the 0.025 to get the 0.02?
Approximate it. Or you subtract it. 0.03 minus 0.025 is what? 0.03 minus 0.025 is what? It's better than using 0.05 because 0.05 is double off. So what it means that every time we are producing, if you use 0.05, it will give you 60 grams, twice of 30 grams. And by the time you weigh out 30 grams, it can't be enough again. The other one can't be 30 grams again. So why are you wasting ingredients? No matter what, some waste, but at least let it be small. That's the idea. Are we together? Let's assume we are doing large production now. You can also you can say, let me package some. This one small. But what you are doing, you are producing only one. So now, please, for those in the group 1, I'm done marking their report. Please, some of you, I don't know whether you don't listen or what. After class, you go and do what you like. I keep saying this in class. If you are reporting, you are listening. Don't tell me I weighed. No. Don't also instruct me to weigh. Don't tell me weigh, add, titrate. Don't instruct me. You have no right to instruct me on what to do. You are my student. This was weighed. So and you should be specific of the amount, not required amount. What the required amount was weighed. Mention it. So amount was weighed, was added, If there are 2, we are weighed, added, triturated. So this one was where. Then some some. There's somebody that wrote a wonderful report, and now started saying she started moving I, and start numbering her. You don't number your numbering your method is not necessary. She said transferred total amount. Weighed, she removed I. What is the problem? Simple thing. This was weighed. It's not difficult to do. Report it. It should be reported this thing. Don't tell me you did or telling me to do. Or removing the subject. Transferred 20 grams. Weighed 40. What are you saying? That is not report. Please be careful unless you want to score 1, 2, 0. Then if I catch you using some, even some still did that same thing. Reason why I didn't mark that first one. Still use what they use in this class to report. Of course, they scored 0 throughout now. Because I cannot repeat myself again. You don't use your note in class to report. I say buy report book. This is what I'm going to use this first semester, second year, second semester, second year, first semester, final year, 4 semesters, and you are using your note in class. What are you doing? Are we playing here? And I want after warning, people still did something. Once I catch you, I don't talk. I'll just ask you, what are you doing? Next thing you see is 0 straight. If you like, report, wonderful report. I don't care. Then for those that did not do what I asked them to do in the method, what you see is see the major thing we are marking here. Everything is important too. You see your method. Your method is almost half of your practical score. If you make any mistake in your method, that means you prepare nonsense for people to take. Even though nobody is taking this one, but do make it as in put yourself in the shoe that you are preparing what people will do what? Take it seriously. If you make any mistake in your amount to or what some, don't even report what they added. Some start reporting something else. I don't know where they got it from. So we just go online, download something that I don't even know, that doesn't fit into the ingredient I gave you to work with. You work in the lab. You go and download something else and start telling me maybe he learned how to prepare calcium and just brew. You are aligning it with what you did in class. You can do your research, but I'm aligning it with ingredients you are working in class. You can borrow one or two things, but don't shift from the ingredient you work with. If I notice anything, it's 0. What you see is PR 0. The other one is 0, and you cannot get above 5. If your method is faulty, you can't get above 5. Then you got matter of them all. If you did not do that, so human beings did not do the calculation. I don't know where they down got the amount they added without doing your what calculation. If you don't report your calculation, if there's no calculation in your work entirely, the entire work is 0 because you did nothing. That's the meaning. So I don't see your calculation, entire point is 0. Then if you calculate nonsense, is 0 because you did nothing. What it means that thing you are telling me that you produce is nonsense because I don't know what you added. That's the meaning. It's as simple as that. Put yourself where you are doing actual production. And me as a pharmacist, of course, it's pharmacists that do the calculation, but let's assume, because some companies, some people are funny, it was someone else, even if it's the pharmacist that did it. And once I see, if I come there, once I see error in the pharmacist's calculation, that batch, I'll cancel it. It means something is wrong with that batch. It's as simple as that now. It's as simple as that. That's the meaning. Because you can't tell me that you did wrong calculation, then go and weigh the right amount. Is it possible? You weigh what you did what? Calculated. That's the meaning. So if your calculation has error 1, or you don't do at all, the entire report work is 0. You did nothing. You don't do anything. It's 0. And once I give you 0, I'll trade that your product you do. That your product you did is also what? 0. Because you did nothing. except if members of that group, somebody else got it right. That means it's you that do not know what you are calculating. Is that clear? But if all the members are giving me the same calculation, they score 0, 0, 0, that product has fault. That product is what? 0. So please take it what? Seriously. And this is exactly what will happen in your exam. So don't joke with what you are doing here. Take it seriously. So your report, if you have errors, maybe error in labeling. If there are some things I will see in labeling that may not be that too much, I may just correct. You may lose small mark. But if it's something serious, I know the one that you have 0 in that label, because that label has its own mark. Because you cannot give people wrong what information in your what label is also important too, because you can mislead what people. But for the purpose of this practical, I'll just remove some mark. But where is a no-go area is your what? Your method and your what? Calculation. That one is instant 0. That's no. I'm not reducing 1 mark or 2 marks. But the other ones, maybe you not write your theory, or you write half of what I asked you to write. Remember I told you something that your theory should be, if you're using 1 long note, your theory should be at least 1 full page. Then if you are using this small half, it should be at least what? 2 pages. I said it. So after saying it, some will go and do what they like. Continue doing what you like. Some people, I have outlined the step you take. Some will, if you open their book, you start looking for their theory. Yeah, their theory will not be behind. Please, your label, some we are just label. Listen, your label should be in block. Just that's this same thing you pasted here. Is what you will draw. The way it is here is what you will draw and write your label. Is that clear? Now, but in your label now, when you come to manufactured by, you now write your name because the book belongs to you. Exactly. Don't write your group. It's only on the product that the one you paste on your product that you write your group number. Is that clear? So that is what. So any other. So now let's hear the method is here. But let me just explain it for those that will still go and write what they like. All the steps you take, please make sure you understand. That's why what you also mean that some people, when their group is working, they are playing. After when they now go home, they will not report nonsense method for me because they don't even know where to start from. So now in the method for compound magnesium, for compound magnesium carbonate powder, BP 988, it's simple. It's not difficult. You must not list it. Is that clear? Just explain it. So it's simple. Weigh all ingredients accurately. So we still go and tell me weigh all ingredients accurately. They committed 2 crimes. They are forcing me to weigh. They are instructing me to weigh. At the same time, they didn't even mention the name of the ingredient and the amount. Then some that want to let me just listen a bit. We say all the ingredients were weighed accurately. Which ingredient? Mention their names. Let it be part of you. Because as you are now, if you do this practical, if you go and now someone can ask you, what practical did you do? You say we did compound magnesium carbonate powder. What are the ingredients? You should know their ingredients and the amount in the master. At least know them. What is the ingredient you use? You can't even mention one ingredient you used, and you say that you did practical. Does it make sense? Now, how will you know if you see yourself in a situation whereby somebody switch another ingredient? You can say, no, this is according to BP 1988. This is not the ingredient for what? Compound magnesium what? Carbonate powder. No. This is not. According to BP 988, calcium carbonate there is how many grams? 400 grams. And the other one will give you 1,000 grams. Depending on what you want to produce now, you amount you want to produce, you either enlarge the formula or do what? You should be able to say what you produced and how to produce it. Not all the ingredients we are weighed. You're wasting your time. Once I see that, in fact, those report are even they are easier for me to mark, say, because I have a lot to mark. I don't even read any other thing again. What you see, just wow. I'll package it and keep. So the more you do not say, the more it's become easy for me. Those that take my time and those that know what they're writing, because I will not settle down and do what? Read what they did. Once I notice it, I'll do in a part to fill you one, close and go. And this is how it will be in examination hall. Be careful about it. All this is you really hear with is 30%. The exam is 70. Do not nonsense. That's why I'm training you now. So you know how to, before your exam, you know how to comport yourself and write a very good report. Because all these things we are telling you are theory. I'm telling you now to write theory. So we just go to online, download one nonsense they not even read and write for me without knowing what they're writing. Continue. In exam, your brain will be blank because there's no way to download it again. So whatever you, and I told you to research it, read it, understand it before you write, so that in case you enter exam hall to write the practical, because this is how you are going to answer your exam question. If you're writing theory, you know what you're writing. And of course, if you don't know the theory background of any practical, you will not be able to, you won't understand it. And I told you, your theory should be divided into two. First half of the theory is about the topic in general, like bulk powder, but the second half is about the product you are producing. Write about the product you are doing what? Producing. To be able to understand what you are doing and appreciate it. So it's simple. All you need to do just to weigh each of those ingredients I have listed now, the amount based on the calculation. You weigh them out, right? Make sure you weigh them well. Then after that, now remember your geometric what? Dilution, doubling up. You start with the one with the smallest what? Quantity, right? That one enters first. You take the same amount from the next one. You keep doing like that until you titrate all of them in one direction. Remember? So when you are done, you weigh out the what? The 30 grams, right? Is a bulk powder. So and package it in the what? Container and label. Simple. Is that clear? So after that, if there's any question, you answer it. If there's no question, remember the steps I told you. In fact, most of the questions is even embedded in your steps. And these are the steps you're going to use to report your exam. You see that steps. That means you should know whatever you're going to, what is the indication. All those steps are listed. This is the step you are going to use to write your exam. Is that clear? Good. So that is for bulk powder for what? Internal. Any question on this? Any question? Please, if you have question here, you ask before we go to divided powders. All right, so if there's no question, thank you very much. That means you understood what I said. That means I'm expecting you to be scoring 8, 9, 10 in your what? Practical. In group A, first group, only one person scored 6. Others were just scoring on. Say red was flying on their this thing, like a eagle. Even after my warning, they still went and did what they like. So some will just be writing using, please. Your report book should be neat and clean, well ruled. I told you, rule margin of your what? Ruler. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Rule with your margin. Yes, I said before that you should keep one side for what? Calculation. Apart from that, the importance of it, if there's any comment I want to make, it helps me to make it that side. Is that clear? Yeah, but because this is the book we are going to use for the rest of your so what you do is this: once your calculation is over, is that clear? So you can be writing on that side. Once you are, but the error is this: why it's even better self to leave it, because you even make mistake in that calculation. Yes, it may look as if it's a waste. You may report finish and come here, and I correct the error. Where will you write it? That's this because Those reports, apart from the mark we are giving you, is also a way to make you better. It's a way you learn all these things. So where will we now write that corrected part? That is the issue now. That's why, even though yes, it will look as if you are wasting paper, but it's good. That's why I encourage you to get a bigger instance, so that yes, it's money, but sorry, this is what you have to do. Sorry, this is what you have to do. Unless you want to be buying different notes, this one gets filled up, you buy another one. If it's okay, fine, by you. But at least keep that place empty. It's very important. Then please rule well. There are people there's somebody I see. If you see her work, I think she's the highest in that group. Is the one I'm supposed to. If you see her work, her error is just that this telling me transferred weight. That's her error. That made her to lose four marks from each of them. So it's a very serious thing. It's a very serious thing. Understand it now. So now, but if you see her work, very clean. She rule anything. She rule everything very clean. But some we write a method. Use the hand. Hi God. I don't understand. What is your problem? You see that you don't have. See, having handwriting. Some people don't have good handwriting, but it's not is the issue. You can say you will not have a good handwriting, but you can still organize your work well. True of us, rule it well. Your handwriting is handwriting. I understand that one. If your issue is just handwriting, I understand. But if your issue is disorganization, I understand. And I also mark how organized your work is. If your work is scattered, you are losing marks. Even if you get everything correct, you can't get 10 over 10. Highest you get 6 or 7 because of how scattered your work is. Because is this how you're going to work? When you leave here to go and work, if it's you that is going to pharmacy to go and buy medicine, you see one scattered human being. His clothes is scattered. He's not even pressed his clothes. Where his work area, where he's packaging, everything is scattered. He's not organized. Before he says Jack Robinson, you turn and do what? Go. Even if they say that this pharmacist is doing well, you say no. If he cannot organize himself, then how can he give me what will help me? It's normal. So please, I mark how organized your paper, your report. Some, if you see the report book, they don't tear them. Some parts tear. What you are marking is dancing. What is your problem at this level, at this age? Are you in primary school? Seriously, I don't understand. What is your problem? Are you in primary school that your book you tear a book anyhow? What are you even doing? It makes no sense. So if I see it, and there's the level it will be, you score 0 straight without wasting time. There's level it will be, you score 0 straight, because I can't be proud of pushing such person to go and work tomorrow somewhere. You must let's see pharmacy professionals are always organized, because any mistake you make, people's life is at stake. Not one person's life. I mean people's life at stake. So it's a very serious thing. It's not just what you do anyhow. Let me just do it and submit. There are some report I will see. It's clear that person just wake up and remember that they will submit their report today and start doing writing nonsense. Some will come to theory and write two lines for me. That means the person thinks we are playing here. So please, it's very important, okay? And I told you, give me that your book. In as much as it's easy for me to mark those that do not send, but I'm not happy about it. I told you that if you are reporting your work here, okay, I told you that if you are reporting your work, no. I told you that the title of what you are producing, this is compound magnesium carbonate powder, should be written boldly here. Yes, not here. Some kicking me and writing something. No, boldly in capital letter. After writing it, you write the amount you are producing. What amount are you producing today? 30 grams. After writing compound in bold, magnesium carbonate powder, BP, 30 grams. Neatly placed here. Then you can now come, here is your calculation. So calculation should be here. You now come here and write your what? Of course, your date should be somewhere here. Is that clear? Yes. And write your what? Aim, right? After your aim, you write your what? Theory. Neatly. Some we write theory, some we use their ruler and underline it, double the underline, plain, neat. You know, inviting, clean. I'm not talking about your handwriting because I cannot force you to have my handwriting. I'm talking about organizing your work. So you should rule it well. That ruler, you see now, rule it well. Bring it. Rule your report well. It should be neat and clean. If PPC are coming out tomorrow, they want to see you. Is it this nonsense I will show them? No. Look at this. Rule it like this. Complete ruling, not half. So come here and do it for me. What are you? What is your issue? All right. So I think that's for this work. So if any question, no question. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, please. I forgot to tell you something about in this what is it called? Compound magnesium. Sorry, calcium magnesium carbonate powder. Please, after titration, okay? After titration, please. We have sieve. There's sieve there. You can see that sieve, right? So you use the sieve to do what? To sieve it, right? You can get plain this input. Do so. Take the idea is that so that everything will be in the same particle size. Remove anything. So is that one you sieve that you package? Is that clear? Don't go. So some human being last week went and started looking for. No, there's a particular sieve size you use. That's the one you're going to use. Size 60, at least 62. 60 is okay. Is that clear? Please, that's what I'm going to use. That's what I forgot to tell you. Is that clear? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you.